Hi kids, this is Mrs. Sweeney, and today we're going to continue on Imagination Landscape. And last time we did the staircase, and now we're going to work up into our background. And we're going to work with the horizon, which is where land meets sky, which is kind of at our eye level, and it's going to be far, far away. And so instead of having a really zigzaggy, erratic line that did our stalactites coming down earlier, this time we want a little bit of different, like a contrast of maybe a rolling, soft, curved line, really organic like that. And so that would look a little different. And we're going to start all the way over to the left, and we're just going to hit this wall with our pencil somewhere along here, and we'll have lots of room left over here. But let's see. Somewhere, how about this right here? Doesn't even matter. And I'm going to put my pencil on that line, and I'm going to start a very gentle, rolling, kind of just soft curved line. And if I hit something that's already there, don't go through it. That stalactite is supposed to look like it's in front. So I'm going to pick up my pencil, go to the other side of that stalactite, and just imagine where it's going, and then keep on going. Now, I mean, I could go up and down wherever I want to. I could go behind this, or I could avoid it, doesn't matter. But when I get all the way to the other side, again, when I touch something that's already there, then just lift your pencil up. So that is automatically a horizon. So now, below the horizon, we have a lot of land area we can look down upon. And we have some space above the horizon that's kind of like a sky, or if we're looking from out of a cave, we might see sky beyond. If we're looking into a cave, it's just kind of like a background back there. Now, to make it interesting, we're going to add more layers to get a little bit of an illusion of depth, something going deeper in space, just like we did the stalactites above. Except we want it to look like the soft hills. So anywhere along here, I'm going to just put my pencil somewhere on the line. I'll put it where you can see it. And I'm going to bring up another just kind of soft, rolling, gentle hill. Let's say it's just like a double, almost like a camel's back like that. And then I could even do a little bit over here. So I can start anywhere along here. I could have like more of a steeper mountain, but I'll still keep it kind of rolling. And we could throw something in. It's kind of like a flat mountaintop, or almost like a volcano kind of look to it, where it has, let's say up here, if I put like a little horizontal flat line going across, and then bring down a kind of a sweeping slope of a line until it hits, then lift up. Here, I could even like have it go into another one, like that, almost like a double layer there. If I wanted to really make it look like it was like seeing the top of it, I could even add a little bit of a circle on top, kind of open it up a little bit, so I can have some volcanic ash coming out or something like that. You can decide. Now, I have my original layer, horizon, and I have a farther away, little bits peeking up from behind. So now I want to work a little bit below the horizon and have a layer a little bit closer to us, more in the foreground. So anywhere in this space, I can kind of mimic the same feel, the same kind of natural, kind of up and down, almost like sand dunes would be, or like little hills like that. I can put them anywhere I want to. Now, I think we'll stop right there on that, but I'm going to give it a little bit of shading. So a generic shading would be taking a flat, empty shape like this, for instance, and maybe give it a little bit of a shadow on the side. So I'm going to bring a little bit of shading with my graphite pencil on both sides. I'm going to pretend that the center area is maybe bulging out and getting a little bit of light, like highlights hitting it. I'll do it on this smaller one also, especially where it kind of disappears behind the other hill. I can kind of tuck a little extra shading or shadow behind it. Oh, and also where the shape comes together and my kind of cuts in together, that's another thing. I'm going to make one look like it's in front of the other. Now I'll go ahead and kind of choose this because it's a little bit maybe easier to see. I have like a double hump here. Let's just say I want this hill to be more in front and this little hill to be pushed back more. Here's what I do. I put my pencil on this hill, the one that's in front, kind of follow it until it gets to its lowest point. And instead of coming back up, I'm going to keep that line going till it cuts right in front of the old line there. And now the illusion is this is in the front, this is pushed back a little bit. Now once I know how to do that, I could do that anywhere. I could, let's say this little one, I want it to pop forward, this to push back, the big one back. So I'm going to follow my little one. When it gets to this little low point, I'm going to keep the line cutting in front, and I can lift up like that if I want to. All of a sudden, I'm playing around with deeper layers and layers coming forward at me. Now I can still do a little bit of shading. Any place that cuts in deep, like in between my fingers or like a curve that goes in, just like this hill, add some extra shading. Make it more dramatic, where it dips down low or hides behind something else. I'm going to add a little extra shadow. Here I could do the same thing. Cast a little shadow onto this further away little one now. Let it kind of fade out. I could give it some extra shading here. I'm not going to shade it all, but just to kind of give you an idea that you can make it a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more drama. Now I could have used that technique of having something pull forward and push back. Even on those stalactites, probably like right here, I could make same thing. I can kind of push and pull and make it kind of pop on you a little bit. So I'd say we'll stop right there and leave that horizon just like it is with a little bit of shading on it.